Take two.
Go. And action!
Okay, that's been very good. Let's check that.
Jonny wrap, sir. It's Jonny wrap for the day. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
All our folks all back to base camp for your lunch. All the crowd can go back. Thank you.
Well, this house here represents Craiglockhart Hospital, and the grounds represent Craiglockhart grounds. I suppose that I see it as a very compassionate film, and I think it's about a kind of a split that exists, you know, in these men, where their emotions, you know, are telling them one thing, and their sense of duty, which still existed in these days, is telling them another thing. And the kind of tone between different worlds. I mean, Rivers is making these men well enough to go back to the front where they may die, you know, and Sassoon has made a declaration against the war, but he can't stay safe and eat steamed puddings, you know. He has to return to be with the men he represents. He can't just walk away from that, you know. And same with Owen, although he finds his voice and he speaks against the war, he must also return because he has a voice, as he says. For all these men who suffer and have no voice, he has a voice, and so he must return.
Baker 38, take 2.
Action!
Yes. I think I might go back to London.
Really?
Yes, thanks to my good friend Graves lying to me, I got a medical board instead of a court-martial. So I'm here under false pretenses, really.
You're here because the army sent you here.
Oh, details. I go to London and fork out 20 guineas to see a Harley Street doctor. Hey, presto, I'm certified sane.
What do you think they'd do to you then?
I mean, playing him, I mean, the process is quite interesting. Over the next 3 weeks, anyways, when I do most of the analysis work, I suppose, it's a lot of listening. And the same as, you know, when people in therapy, they learn about themselves through listening to themselves. I'm learning not only about the other characters, but about Rivers through listening and reacting, really. So it's not a lot of acting, hopefully.
Got it?
Okay.
Just go on roll at that, and then we'll knock it over there.
He is quite different in the fact that he's working class. Most officers weren't, and he's worked his way up to the rank of lieutenant. And he's mute at the start of the film. He's lost the power of speech just through shock, you know. And he's also lost this part of his memory. He doesn't know why. That's very frustrating. And he just wants to get back to and fight and prove himself. He's incredibly embarrassed that he broke down, you know.
And action!
What's going on over here? This is a hospital, not a factory.
It's part of their therapy. Now, this is Dr. William Rivers, Mr. Timmons from the War Office.
Routine inspection, Doctor. Carry on as you would.
Yes, well, I can see you're going to be busy. Busy.
Shall we go upstairs? Oh. Everything all right, gentlemen?
Yes,
sir.
They've seen horrors that are unimaginable and are just unable for anybody else to understand what that was like. So I think the fact that it's set in that hospital brings out a lot of very interesting things about what people perceive as sane and what isn't sane, and the relationships between the men as well. Just how it's a sort of strange image that of all these men who are they cowards, or are they ill, or are they wiser than anyone else? You know, so I think it's about that, really.